Hello, hello. Good morning, everybody. I'm Allie Burns from Picks and Parlays, and this is Detroit Lenny. And we are, whoa, I had to move my desk up. We are brought to you on the Max Wagers Network. You're watching Morning Wood, also brought to you, of course, by FanDuel, home of the no sweat first bet. For all new accounts, check out the description of this video. Click on the link. And God, my hair is doing this thing today, isn't it? Click on the link and you get up to $1,000 in a no sweat first bet. It's super easy. Description of video, click on link, just like that. Done and done. You're all set. Also, like and subscribe. Ring that freaking bell for notifications. Be a homie.
Hey, so I have a question.
Yo.
What happened with last week's Last Woody?
Did
they all lose?
No, the two at the top, I don't remember. They were at the top.
I don't know. I have to go to Facebook.
But there were 4 of them total, right? Did they all get their picks in?
Yeah, Michael had his, that was that Hussein or USA.
Oh, yeah.
Hyundai,
yeah.
The Hyundai one?
Yes. And then Al Halal was a draw, so that didn't cash.
I know I put all these.
I don't remember what it's called. All right. I digress. So day 2 of the last Woody standing, there were a whole ton of you in it, and now the Chiefs lost, or the Chiefs didn't cover with the Raiders, and now we have 35 of you in it. So that's where we're at. 35 to go on a Tuesday. We do have a special guest today. It is, by special request, Bill McDonald, Hannah Mears. Hannah Mears is coming on today. So get your act right together. She's a classy broad. None of that morning Woody crap, all right? You're coming tonight to meet Craig for dinner, right?
Yes.
Okay. I was like, is it like dress and heels? And he's like, no, I'm wearing a polo and jeans. I'm like, perfect. Okay.
I'm not wearing pants.
I already knew that about you. You're not bringing Mandy, though, are you?
No.
I asked him if I was like, should I bring a date or come solo? And he's like, no, solo, just me, you, and Lenny, and the big bosses. And I was like, okay.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
gonna bring Mandy, I already know it. And then I'm just gonna be by myself and look like a loser. Whatever.
No, I'm not. No, she asked actually this morning. I was like, no, babe, I don't think it's not that kind of party.
Yeah. It's a grown up.
Yeah, I can't.
Just do a grown up for the grown up thing. I just spilled coffee all over my jazz right now. Hold on, give me 2 seconds.
Oh,
I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. There's a
Jesus Christ.
I know. I moved the dang desk up. It's that kind of morning, I'm telling you. It's that kind of morning. Okay.
Friday, Handicap 10.
And we're back. All right. Justin McKelvey, what's up? Dodgers on the run line. So I kind of just want to take everyone who just played in a round robin today with their plus money. Is kind of how I feel, honestly. What are your thoughts on that in baseball?
It's
like the theory.
I like
energy.
I'm still gonna keep rolling with the Phillies because I think they can straight up beat the Braves in a 5-game series. I think the Mariners give the Astros a hard time. But at the end of the day, the Astros come away with that series. I think the Guardians can beat the Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Guardians.
I just love Crow. He doesn't do the best for me.
No, and even though Clevenger's on the mound for the Dodgers, I don't hate it. I just think
for the Padres.
For the Padres. So I mean, my handicap 10 plays are the Guardians. And I think the Phillies, I already put them in. I forget. I took both of them on the run line. Whoever it was I took.
Whenever finished. What's whenever finished? ALDS game 1 whenever finished?
Huh? I got Guardians and the Mariners on the run line.
The title on the bet is whenever finished. They have you can get Verlander and Cole both over 9 strikeouts. Yes, at plus 1,400. There's a lot of props going on right now.
All kinds of props.
Padres, Guardians.
So I think
Mariners. Who's the fourth game? Who can I bet on? Phillies. Oh, because it's about to start, huh? So, excuse us while we just make bets real quick.
Yeah.
Well, I just make bets real quick.
I think it was just the 3 people, and I don't think JoJo Rabbit was in there. I think it was just Michael, AB, and AJ's.
It was 4. It was Brian Dance. He also had one in it, if I remember correctly. Okay, I'm going to do that.
That's fair. They just got...
My whole theory is just like the Guardians, the Mariners, the Padres, the Phillies. Phillies just started, by the way. They've all been playing, and to me, it just feels like it's like objects in motion tend to stay in motion. Like they're fresher. They haven't been resting. So I'm going to take a shot on all of their run lines, and then I round robin the 3 money lines. That's what I did.
Well, listen, folks, if you guys were in last week's Last Woody, you got to let us know because it got unclicked.
Did we not post it yesterday?
No, I did, but it's not blue anywhere. So, like, you know how they're a different color?
Oh,
so
yeah.
It must have got changed, and then I just didn't notice it when I screenshotted that shit yesterday. So I don't even know who was in and who wasn't in. So
we could watch the beginning of the show from, we'll say
yeah,
at the beginning of the show from yesterday, and we can figure it out. But they should tell us.
I'm gonna do that right now. Actually.
Okay. Dortmund first half money line. Hi Tate the Great. The haters will be pleased to know that I was knocked out of last week's Last Woody as I picked the wrong game for McKinnon to have season best in all categories. Good morning to everyone, though. Yeah, I had the wrong game to be against Travis Kelce when I'm playing Edwards-Helaire. Today's the first day of hockey. Yeah, hockey's back. Hockey's back. Hi, so gay. Thank you. Philly Atlanta under 7.5 posted in the group too. Get it? Let's go wild, says AJ's. Hola Pedro Mas, ¿qué pasó, amigo? Damon Hill, Yankees game under, Astros under. Dodgers run line. Oh my goodness. Raiders was a good bet, wasn't it? Yes, it was. It was too many points. I kept saying it looked fishy. I was wrong about the under though, but I mean that was just a trend I'm following. That 7 just looked fishy. They did not want to give the Raiders 7.5. Did not. I wish I was in playing that game, but I did not do that either. What's up, Donna? Donna Cusick, me lady, Phillies on the money line. You got it, my lady. Uh-oh. And now I'm going to type properly. Boom. Watch me go. Okay, Rickett was Dortmund first half, right? Oh, drop. And Silky, okay, wait, Rickett Dortmund first half money line, and Silky has Philly under 7.5. I'm like talking to myself, I feel like.
Oh,
I'm talking to myself.
I'm right there.
Oh. 7.5. Got you. And you got Justin. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We are current. I believe Brian Dance had over in reception yards for Jacobs, which I cashed because I bet it also. Brian Dance. He's still in. He says, I won last week. I had Josh Jacobs. Over 18.5 receiving yards. Get it, Brian. Okay, so you're in. Blackburn Rovers draw no bet. Last Woody for AB.
4 of you. Michael, I win, you lose. Tate the Great, and Brian Dance. All right. So Tate lost, though. He lost his old Woody. Not AB. AB is not supposed to be that color. White. Brian Dance and Michael. Dance. Tate said he fell out. Tate, did you fall out of this week or last week? You're in this week, so you must have fell out from last week.
Yeah.
Okay.
He knocked out of last week's last Woody. That's what he said.
Yeah. Okay. So then Jeff Bradley. I win, you lose.
Yeah, I win, you lose.
I don't see you in here, so you lost.
So you lost.
So we got Brian Dance and hold on, let me read.
Brian Dance, you do have 2 picks. I'm looking at them right now, Sugar. I think. There's one and there's the other. Yeah, you got 2, Brian. So make sure if you guys have 2 picks that you are telling us, is it your old Woody or your last Woody? Yes, Raven, Ron, Mahomes rushing did cash yesterday. You're welcome. Come on, Nerfy. Let's go.
So there's 2 people left. I figured it out. 2 people left, and it's Brian Dance and Michael.
Okay, beautiful. Well, we do have our special guest. Our special guest is here. We just had to work through some things real quick, but we got it. And Miss Hannah Mears is here for you guys. Miss Hannah Mears, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm good. I probably don't look good. I don't think I've slept a lot this week or, anything. So he's my appearance.
Shit's overrated. Sleep.
You are just fine. This is Morning Wood. We show up usually with like last night's beer in our hand. So
we're just rolling in.
Yeah.
Completely sober, but I feel like I just got hit by a truck. So.
Oh, that's rough. You've got your cousin's wedding coming up, you said?
I do. My cousin's wedding's this weekend, so got to prepare myself for that. So not the people that have weddings during football season really bother me.
I feel like it's a great way to save money, though, because like so many people aren't going to come.
Yeah,
I got married. I got married.
I
got married on a Friday, just so I wouldn't have to deal with the weekend stuff. That's what fair. I just during football season.
Fridays
so get married during football season, like
either, but that's okay. I don't think there's a day during football season that does work for me, but I think everybody should accommodate me for their wedding during football season.
Well, everyone should just accommodate me for everything all the time.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, that's how that works.
My cousin hates sports though, so it makes sense. I mean, she's not a sports person, so I get it, but I'm in her wedding, so I'm forced to oblige.
It's weird dealing with not sports people because like you're talking about something that's incredibly important to you that's happening like in hours or right now or in just a minute. And I need to see this. And it's part of my job and also my soul that I need to pay attention to what's going on. And it just doesn't they don't get it.
No,
it's not there.
It's not fair. She doesn't get it. She doesn't understand. She's just worried about her hair staying in that weekend,
which is fair too.
All valid points.
All fair, all valid, but
all valid.
The crimson lip go Cleveland rocks. Not today. Go Yankees. Are you looking at baseball at all, or are you just strictly football?
No, I did some baseball picks today, so I have the Yankees on the run line in that game. Actually.
Ooh, really?
So, yeah, I do. I have faith with Garrett Cole on the mound, and his record against the Guardians so far this year was something that I really looked at. So I have that. And I also have, I believe, Fried over 4.5 strikeouts because he is just a playoff kind of guy. Yeah. So I have confidence in him. He comes, ready for playoffs, and he's averaging like 5.5 in playoffs, but also in the past couple games, he's been great. So those were my 2 picks today in my Mearsy Minute.
Fried just gave up 2 in the first inning. So sorry about that, Nerfy Pedro. It's 2-0 Phillies.
Yeah.
Top of the first.
See, but I had a feeling that the Phillies would do well in that game, but that's why I went with like a prop bet because I was like, I don't know. Phillies, that one of those teams, that city of Philly in general, they're going to show up. If they get there, they're going to show up.
Sean Higgs can't, he calls him Philadelphia. Like he can't stand Philly. It's his own New Jersey thing. But yeah, even with the pitcher with Fried, you can know that even if he gives up a couple in the first, he's going to right the ship, he's going to steady out. And I bet he doesn't give up another one until he gets pulled in the 6th or whatever kind of a thing. Yeah. Well, I don't want to say that out loud because really my angle is just that objects in motion tend to stay in motion, and the Phillies and the Mariners and the Guardians and the Padres have all been playing. They're all kind of rolling right along. They're high on their victories, whereas the other 4 teams have kind of been sitting and waiting. And granted, there's rest, but sometimes there's rust with rest, and I'm kind of just betting on that to get all those plus 1.5s at a decent price. I'll buy that run and a half with the team that's been playing all week. I'll take it. See what happens.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let's see. I believe the forward Tottenham, Spanish League, and a tie. Brian Dance. How do you know this, Tate? Do you need a job, Tate? Do you want to come on and be that guy?
Nothing else to do but make sure that I did my job right. And that's why we keep them around.
Tate, Brian, Michael, and I win, you lose. Yes, you posted your old last Woody about 5 to 10 minutes of show yesterday. Yeah, we got you.
I got you.
Celtics. Not Celtics, Celtic or draw. Draw no bet is what that is. Okay. Little soccer action for you.
For all of our soccer fans out there, is anybody watching Wrexham?
What's Wrexham?
You guys haven't watched Wrexham with like Brian Run? You know?
No.
With Brian. Yeah. So he's they
like bought a team. They bought Wrexham.
Oh, yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Fantastic documentary. I'm like halfway-ish through it, maybe even a little more than that. But I'm a huge fan. So I know you guys have a lot of soccer fans on here. So I'm just curious because it is a fabulous documentary.
I got into that first episode and I kind of did it accidentally. Like it came on, and I was like,
yeah,
I'm watching right now. And I kind of I follow it because it's Ryan Reynolds and because it's soccer. And I'm like, what's going on right now? But I didn't quite get in at the beginning. So I wasn't, I wasn't exactly sure what was happening. But okay, now that's on recommendation. I'm on.
I suggest watching it. It's good. And I mean, if you're a sports fan and you're rooting, it's just I think because it's such a small little sports town that Wrexham's in, it's it lives it, breathes it. It's almost them seeing it coming back to life.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that. Really
cool. Bad refs last night for real. Yes.
Just bad refs in general. I mean.
Yeah.
All right. Give me a bad call. What happened? I was kind of in and out of the game. Give me something that shouldn't have.
The story of the weekend was roughing the passer calls. And I was listening to something Sean Payton said this morning with Up and Adams on Kay Adams. And he was talking about how the committee put into place a rule that the pass rusher can't, if you sack a quarterback, essentially you can't land with your weight on them. And so that was instilled to protect quarterbacks. Well, last night was probably the more controversial play where Carr gets sacked, and it's a strip sack, mind you. So it's a phenomenal play by the Chiefs is the big thing. This would have been a huge turning point in this game. Regardless, the Chiefs win, but they could have won by a lot more. And I think that was a pivotal moment. And the defenseman Jones lands, but it looks like he braces himself with his arm. So he wasn't trying to put his weight on them, but he's a huge guy, and Carr's kind of small. So at that point, how do you land? How do you not land in that way? But the thing with it is right now is everybody is saying that there needs to be replay now instilled into this rule. With roughing the passer, the refs need to have replay because the problem is that Sean Payton was saying every fan at home is getting better angles of this and getting replays of it. So they're able to criticize a lot more and clearly see why something should be versus what it shouldn't be. So I think that will happen in the near future is with roughing the passer, it will be reviewable because it's getting to a point where these guys, how can they even make a play?
There's nothing they can do. What do I do? I got to gently, okay, sir, here's what I'm going to do. I'm put my hands on you and I'm going to put you on the ground. Please don't move. That's where we're at, and you can't let them play. I don't mean to be that guy, but man up, take a hit and move on. Take the sack.
I get the protection of everything. I get it. And I get the targeting and things like that. I think everything with Tua is making everything very escalated right now.
Right.
In the position.
Yeah,
but
everything's blown out of proportion.
Reviewable. It needs to, especially because of plays like that, where last night that could have been a pivotal moment in the game. It needs to at least be reviewable.
Yeah. And they didn't even review it. And if you would have had the opportunity to review it, would only you not called that a pass interference? That's the Chiefs' ball.
Yes.
Because he stripped him. He just straight up manhandled him is what he did. And it was clean, though. It was a clean hit. It was not.
And we're all okay, so these guys that are sacking quarterbacks are not the tiniest of men. That's a lot of man to control coming full speed at you and be wait, I can't land on this guy, but I have to find a way to hit him. But the only way to hit him is to completely get his body, but then make sure he lands on top of me, all in 2 seconds.
Yeah, and it's got to be in motion, bang, bang. It's not we watch this stuff back over and over and over and over again on replay, and we, you could see different things, but the game in the the pace. I'm just saying it doesn't. There's no way for him. There's no way for a big man to be like, oh, I'm going to sack you, but I'm not going to land on top of you. I'm not going to actually tackle you. And if I push you too hard to the ground, I could just push you to the ground. But if I do that, then, I don't know. It could be roughing too because now I'm too violent. It's unsportsmanlike, know. So just put flags on him. That's what you want to do with quarterbacks. That's
and that's what it feels like. That's what it feels like at the moment.
Can't touch them.
Well, it's not like, we're talking about physics. It's not like the theory of physics. It's not the idea of physics. It's the laws of physics. Like the things are happening and there's nothing we can do about them. This object in motion is a big giant man and he's going to stay in motion until he comes your ass to the ground. That's just kind of how that's going to work.
Yeah, it makes no sense to me. So hopefully they make that reviewable at least so that it's a little more fair. Yeah, Jones put his arm out, did not land on him. He used his arm to cushion a fall, right? Like I said, you can totally see he was trying his best to prevent himself from crushing Carr.
Does trying count though? Like if they do review it and then they're like, well, he was trying not to, does that count for the call? Or is it, well, you might've been trying, but you didn't do it?
Yeah, which is why it needs to be reviewable. This is so annoying. Get this off here. If I had Tom Brady on my bench, should have played Brady. Okay, I get it. I had Mustard on my bench, should have played him at running back. I got
breaking
back. The past 2 weeks, not for my weeks.
Get her all riled up. Thanks, bro. Get them all riled up.
I gave Sean Higgs his first win by 60 freaking points or something.
Well,
my first 2 weeks were so good. After that, I've been falling downhill here. But
I'm Russell 2 and 3.
Russell Wilson has screwed me hard.
Oh, he's dead.
I traded Tom Brady. I got rid of him for Carson Stupid Wentz.
I picked up Tom Brady when you let him go. I said, I'll take that because Russell Wilson is a bust.
I got rid of Trevor Lawrence for Geno Smith, and it was best thing I did. Maybe I should play Geno Smith more often, though.
You probably
should.
It
was just because he was against the Lions. Don't get carried away. Geno that's his best
game of the year. Last week. But last week, he was a really good game. And Metcalf did, and both of their asses were on my bench. So I'm no way they have a great game 2 weeks in a row. Geno's not going to do great 2 weeks in a row, Oh, yeah, well, points-wise. The defensive line needs to ask for permission to touch prior to sacking a QB, but he held jersey on the QB, and it's two-hand touch there. Crap, now we need review for both hands touching.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
If the defense presses it, he is set. It's what were those? What was it a cap for the flag type of thing? You have to get there before the other team. That's
exactly.
Quarterback's automatically down if you can get this.
So cute. Oh, Joan, she's back on it. All right, get it, Joan. Japan, Joan. She's our Japanese baseball girl. I say defense and just left Carlson in only.
Yeah, I say get him off here. He's talking so much smack on our fantasy team.
Daniel Henderson. I know who you are. I know you breaking Vegas sports bets, Henny Dan. Okay, don't come up in your talking Dan.
Henny Dan breaking Vegas is also part of Picks and Parlay family. He writes for our articles for our website.
Yeah, sometimes he's on Total Chaoses and whatnot also, but he does like to dabble in the talk of shit.
Oh, he does. Definitely.
I get it. I deserved it. I didn't play Tom Brady over Russell Wilson.
Talking of the shit.
Running back. Let me have it because I would have beat him by a lot if I had. So,
ooh, I'm over fantasy, and now I remember why I don't play fantasy.
Right? It's just stress. Added stress every week, and then keep in mind, I have where's my my confliction every week is the Steelers are playing, they're getting absolutely reamed by the Bills, and Gabe Davis is on my team, so I'm heck yeah, Gabe Davis, let's go. But also, this is so horrible to watch as a Steelers fan. So bad.
So talk to me about Kenny Pickett. Let's talk about Kenny Pickett. Initial thoughts, all that kind of jazz. The Steelers looked good for a minute until they didn't,
Yeah, I think Kenny Pickett's the guy. I think he's for sure proved that he is the guy. He's the franchise quarterback. He did look like he was doing everything he could. He's got the dog in him. He's fighting for his team. He wants to be that guy. I think Kenny Pickett is the guy. I just am not sold on the offense right now. They're not taking enough chances downfield. They're not utilizing the athletes that they have to their advantage. The run game is virtually non-existent. The offensive line hasn't been as terrible as what people expected, so there should be no excuse for it. And the defense without TJ Watt is just severely missing his presence in terms of just the threat of him there. It's like I've talked about this before, like having the threat of Micah Parsons and Dallas and why Dallas is so successful right now, holding teams to only like 10 points on average per game. It's because you just have that presence that somebody's always worrying about. Well, without TJ Watt, we're being so exposed. And Minka Fitzpatrick's great. We have some great players. Cam Hayward, Leal's done great. Highsmith's great. Like these guys are stepping in, but they're just not those game-changing players like TJ Watt at the moment. So I think that's the issue. I think there's just I just think there's a lot of rift that has to be happening behind the scenes. Like something's not clicking. These guys aren't sold on this offensive system. Like Canada's or Tomlin was saying that Canada's the guy. He's confident in him. I'm so confused how you can be so confident in an offensive coordinator who is, at the moment, you've scored 77 points this season. There's two teams that have scored less than that, the Broncos and the Colts. So
there's that.
It's just at a point where we haven't seen this from the Steelers in a very long time. And I think it's frustrating for everybody. This wasn't supposed to be a rebuilding year, according to Tomlin, but that's sort of what it's falling into at the moment. And I have confidence that there is future here. There's hope in getting TJ Watt back and everyone healthy. But at the moment, this is just rough and something needs to change. Something needs to change like drastically. But unfortunately, it's just not the Steeler way to fire somebody in the middle of the season like Carolina just did. So frustrating.
I mean, it's kind of silly for the Steelers to go into this thinking it wouldn't be a rebuilding year. I mean, granted, maybe you're not rebuilding because the tower of Roethlisberger has kind of collapsed, but I mean, you are rebuilding. You had 3 quarterbacks to start the season, and we weren't really sure who was going to start until, I don't know, last week, it's been up and down. One thing I can definitely say is I do love Kenny Pickett. He does. Yeah. It's like you said, he looks like he's trying to put his grown man pants on, and he looks like he's has authority over the field and he's ready to run his team and he's confident and he's young. And, the best thing about the Steelers run game is him at the end of the day, if you ask me.
And statistically as well at the moment. So,
well, there you go. See, I didn't know that part. I'm just good at my job. So,
at least it feels that way.
Right. Sometimes
the threat, should say the threat of him feels like the Steelers run game at the moment. Just the fact that, but that's what having a dual threat quarterback is. And I think he is that. And with the NFL being such the Steelers are a train wreck at the moment, but with the NFL being such a quarterback driven league right now, Kenny Pickett is the guy that fits into that era. And look at the Commanders. They had their head coach say that the difference between them and the rest of their division was a quarterback, while he has a starting quarterback in Carson Wentz playing for his team. So these coaches are well aware that if they don't have that type of quarterback, like a Patrick Mahomes or a Josh Allen or a Jalen Hurts at the moment, a Kyler Murray who can run, those guys, they're not going to be successful. And I'm more curious about how Carson Wentz took that approach. I need to look more into that. Did you guys hear that?
I did not.
Yeah, their head coach said that the difference between the Commanders and the rest of their division right now is a quarterback.
That's not nice. Not nice.
I mean,
I could put that, especially when you're a quarterback.
Call a spade kind of thing.
Right.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, he's not. To be honest with you, I don't think he's that far off.
He's not, but you're going to say that now publicly, instead of right? Off season when you can bring in another quarterback and it's evident,
I agree. I agree.
Oh, Hannah, that's right. It's Michigan week.
It's our Michigan.
This guy. See this guy.
It's Michigan week.
See, nobody likes those people from Ann Arbor. Nobody does.
They've got a good team though.
I know. I was gonna say good holding back those words because the boss is here. We're having dinner with this guy tonight. Me and Lenny are having dinner with.
Oh, wonderful! That's right. He's in Vegas. Very fun, all of you.
8 p.m. Craig, who eats dinner at 8 p.m.? Are you kidding?
Oh my gosh, that's bedtime.
Oh, gosh, we have a show in the morning,
hey,
Craig.
Better not be fancy, Craig Trapp. I'm not wearing pants.
I already told Craig that. No.
Okay. Also, just a hot take. I hate fancy restaurants where they give you this much food. I am not I'm
a
not
Craig's
that girl.
my
Don't
food.
take me there. I'd rather eat like all you can eat hot dogs and beer before I went to a fancy restaurant and paid like $50 for a piece of
Yeah.
meat. Like,
Right. I hate when you go to the steak because I very rarely eat meat, but when I do, it's like I want a nice steak. I'm cool with that. Like if it's a good quality meat, I'm down with that. But then
Yeah.
like you order your steak for $30 and then your side of asparagus is $12 and then your
Yeah.
mashed potatoes.
Right.
Give me all the shit on one plate. Like give me
A
all
la
the
carte.
things that I need to make a meal. Why am I like picking and why am I like, making a meal by myself, creating this on a whim?
I'm
It's freaking
saying, that's
potato,
what I'm saying.
steak, and asparagus. Who doesn't know that? Why do I have to do this?
I think this is a
Yeah.
fish place.
Yeah, it's Joe's Stone
Okay.
Crab and Caesars.
What's your favorite kind of fish to get? Are you a salmon person?
I don't
Or
fish.
you don't like fish?
Tuna fish in a can. That's my favorite. Or
Keep it
sushi, like
classy.
spicy crab
Dolphin
roll.
safe. Dolphin safe tuna
Yeah,
fish in a
always
can.
dolphin safe. Don't be ridiculous. Of course.
Right.
I love a good tuna melt. Yeah, I have issues with like carcasses. So like eating meat
She's
on
weird.
a bone or
She's
like
weird.
I think
eating a
that's fair.
shrimp and ripping its body or cracking something's skeleton. Like I can't do all that.
ridiculous.
I'm not into
Oh,
It's
crab
ridiculous
meat?
is what
Hook
it
me
is.
up. I could eat crab legs forever.
Oh, not the leg. But if you make me like a crab patty, like a crab cake, I'm down for that. But I'm
There
not
you go. Maybe you
ripping
can
a
do that.
crab
Maybe
leg
we'll get a nice
No.
crab cake for you
sucking the
tonight.
flesh out of its carcass. I'm not going to do that.
4-1 in
Ron
circle
Rivera
bets
drove
this
that
week.
right over Wentz, called him out in a big way. That
He
is screwed up.
did.
Riverboat Ron just sent you right down the river, Carson. That's what happened.
Yeah.
As as his fantasy owner, I'm offended by that.
At least his
Maybe it lights a little
believes in it.
fire under his ass.
Gotta love a girl that will go to an all-you-can-eat hot dogs place. I love hot dogs. Also, I know people think like hot dogs are gross, but I don't care. I don't care what's in the McDonald's chicken nuggets. I don't care what's in the hot dog. Like I'm eating
Exactly.
it. I'm eating it. I'm eating it. I like it. I'm eating it. I've put worse things in my body as a college student for like
Right.
4 years. So let's be fair. I'm not worried about what I'm eating. But there's a place called D's here in Pittsburgh, and you can go and they have like it's a hot dog place. You get hot dogs and they have like hot dogs with like a bunch of different toppings. It's phenomenal. It's so good.
So my dude that I date lives by it's
Fine.
called Wiener Schnitzel, but all it is chili cheese dogs. And then when you go to Austria and you see Wiener Schnitzel on a menu, they are not going to bring you a chili cheese dog. Just so
No.
everyone knows that. In Austria, it's not the same thing. But in college, I had a friend who was like, Allie, you're getting a chili cheese dog ass. And I like took myself off the cheese dogs. I would wake up with like mustard dragged into the corner of my mouth. That was my drunk food. But now the guy I date lives right by it. And I cannot go to his house without getting a whole round of chili cheese dogs. Like, and this is like 2 for me, 2 for you, 2 for your roommate.
Yeah.
Like chili cheese dog. I freaking love hot dogs. And I'm the one who is crazy about meat. You know,
I'm
it's
here
like,
for it. I think Allie and I would have a great time together eating
Hot
hot
dogs.
dogs.
You gotta get next time you're down on Fremont. You gotta get one of those Detroit Conies from American Coney Island at the D.
Right.
That's a Detroit
Those are
Coney
the
right
big
there.
ones, right?
Yeah,
They're like
they're big, decent size. They're not like a foot longs or whatever, but it's like just hot dogs, chili cheese, onion, mustard. I mean, it's real simple, but it's delicious.
Sounds good to me.
I know, right?
What do you put on the hot dog? This will lead to
Well, cool.
Okay, so this is what I put on a hot dog. I like your basic like ketchup mustard dog. I do. I love sauerkraut on a hot dog. I'm a sauerkraut girl. But at D's,
I
they
could
do
get down with sauerkraut.
Yeah, at D's they do a bunch of different toppings. They have some that have like a pineapple-y flavor.
Oh, no.
On them. You would think it was bad. That stuff is good. They have like pineapple and barbecue. It's like a tiki one. They have a whole bunch of different ones, like jalapeno kind. They have French fries on some, like everything you can imagine, and you can like create your own, put your own toppings. But yeah, I'm a pretty basic hot dog eater. I could do like, just the basic ketchup and mustard with some sauerkraut on it. I'm not a huge relish person though.
I like relish.
I gotta be in the
not on my
in the
hot
mood for
dog. I
relish.
don't.
Yeah.
Like other
No.
things I can go with it.
Yeah.
I'll put relish in my tuna. Look at my
Ooh,
tuna
yeah.
fish.
That's fair.
There you go. Other
Like,
things.
I like
But-
pickles. I could eat a whole jar of pickles, but like relish, like I feel like
Right.
I don't want it. Like there's something about the flavor on the hot dog. Like it's just not what I want when I crave a hot dog.
Right. That's
know?
why I like pineapple. Like I'm cool with pineapple on pizza. I know I'm about to get from the viewers. Pineapple on pizza.
I've never
It's
tried
really
pineapple on
cool.
pizza, so I can't like
It's
crap
not
on
good.
anybody for it because I haven't.
It's
I
not
have
bad.
smelled an anchovy on pizza before and almost puked. So that's something I won't even taste. I've smelled it and I can't do it.
Yeah, I don't need anything to do with the anchovies unless you're in a Caesar dressing. Then I can pretend like you're not there and we're cool. But yeah, I don't need little fish on anything that I'm eating ever.
Yeah, the diced onions. I can do diced onions on a hot dog or burger. I like that. I like the onion flavor.
I could do diced raw onion on like a chili dog, but I can't do raw onion on a burger. I need grilled onions. So I'm a grilled onion guy, like peppers and onions.
Yeah.
Give it here. I don't care if it's chicken. I don't care what it is.
Like a hot sausage sandwich with like peppers and onions. Do you like that?
Oh, yeah, all day.
Mustard, onions, tomatoes, salt, pepper, and a dash of celery salt. Dang, we're getting fancy.
All right, Bill.
Like here's my issue with that. When I'm
Bill Sandoval from out in left field, haven't heard from Bill in weeks, and he's like, "I'll comment now." It's
right now's the first comment in like 60 days. First comment in 60 days easily.
I'm making a hot dog for dinner. Odds are I don't have a lot of time on my hands, so like that seems like it still takes a lot of time.
Right. I do like I put a tortilla on a plate and then a piece of cheese and a hot dog, and then I put it in the microwave for 30 seconds, and then I squirt mustard and I just do it like a wrap and I eat it that way. Like
that sounds like the most college meal I've ever heard in my life.
It's what?
That's the most college meal I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, I got a million. I went to college for 8 years, so I got a million of them.
Yeah. I love it.
I also am in the belief that pizza does not have a shelf life. That shit can sit on your counter for as long as you want. Like you will eat it before it goes bad. That's how I feel about pizza.
For sure.
It's pineapple on pizza. It's not bad.
It's horrible.
Pineapple pizza is everything. All right, I have supporters right now. My other thing is salad pizza. Do you ever put your oil and vinegar salad on your pizza and then you fold it?
No, but it doesn't sound bad because I do love oil and vinegar. A whistle pig is a hot dog wrapped in bacon and cheddar cheese sauce on top. I'm into that. I also like
bro, you got me at a hot dog wrapped in bacon, and now you're gonna add cheese.
The mini crescent roll hot dogs. I made those like a week ago. They're so good. So good.
Oh,
hot dogs.
People call them pigs in a blanket. Okay, so here's my thing. People call those pigs in a blanket, but I grew up with pigs in a blanket because I'm like you. My Bubba is Ukrainian. My mother is like part Ukrainian. All those foods. Their pigs in a blanket is halupkis, which is like the meat and the cabbage. So we never called the mini hot dogs pigs in a blanket because the meat and cabbage was called pigs in a blanket.
And you guys are big on kolaches too, right? In Pittsburgh, both of my parents, I told you, both my parents are from Newcastle. So lots of Polish people out there, but kolaches were like huge when I was out there. And the dolmas were really big. But that's a Greek thing.
Pierogi.
Yeah, I was
love
gonna say that's
pierogies, yeah.
But I same way when I first moved out to Vegas and people were, we'll just make a pigs in a blanket or whatever. And I'm like, man, I don't want that shit. I'm like, I eat that my whole life. It's just a hamburger with some seasoning rolled up in cabbage. And I don't like cabbage. So it's like a sloppy Joe without the sloppy rolled in a cabbage. Like I'm good.
Yeah, it's really like it's not that great.
It's not. I'm not a fan of cabbage though. So it's just for me, it's that, I mean, and we ate it so much as a kid. It's like, Jesus Christ. I don't want it no more.
I'm glad that they survived Hurricane Ian. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so good job, Big Sis Lisa, and to Joey. Big Sis Lisa would come on our show every day. Joey was collecting sports DVDs and he was trying to get to 20,000. And every day she would come on the show and say, Joey's got 19,000. And
the countdown was strong for like 6 months.
Yeah, it was deep.
Hannah,
what's the one thing you love about sports?
The one thing I love about sports.
And you can't say working with me and Allie.
Yeah, you can't use us.
Kind of. I mean, the people, like, there is nothing like sports fans. Like, sports fans and reactions, like, social media is one of my favorite things because of sports fans' reactions to games. Like, there is nothing that will, like, make a grown man cry like his favorite team losing. And I think it's just the greatest thing in the world. Like, sports fans are my life. So I love sports fans.
I'm glad my pain makes you happy.
What did you say?
Causes you entertainment.
I'm glad my pain makes you happy.
Listen, my pain probably makes people happy too. I know there's people that comment on my YouTube videos and they're like, oh man, like lost this week. This is a horrible bet, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, thank you. As if I didn't already feel bad enough.
Like,
thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Like I didn't know that because I bet it, bro. I bet it like with my money, not yours. I bet it with my money and I lost. And thank you for reminding me of that 3 days later.
Exactly.
I love it. Like,
Yeah.
Sunday after Lions football, I just turned the TV off, came in the bedroom and laid down on the bed. And Mandy goes, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm just done for the day. I'm just going to take a nap. And she's like, it's like 1:30 in the afternoon on Sunday. I didn't go to the bar or anything like that. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm just done. I don't want to watch football no more.
Yeah.
I don't want no mas. I was pulling a no mas. I don't want no more. I just watched 60 minutes of lion shit.
Yes.
I don't want no more. No mas.
I was nervous on Monday before I logged in. I was like, I am not after Sparty and Lions. I'm not sure what kind of move.
Actually, the Spartan thing wasn't as bad.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad.
Like I expected a 60 spot put on Michigan State, but the fucking Lions, whatever.
Yeah. To the previous question, I like to bet on NFL. I'm do a lot more of research in that realm and have to like be consumed by it. College football has been like hit or miss for me this year. It's been doing me dirty in some cases. But college sports are sometimes they're tricky to bet on too, just because you're dealing with like, kids and new systems all the time and new players every year. And you can't really look back at like statistics all the time. And, your good teams are going to be good, but I think that makes it a lot harder. Whereas the NFL, it's a little more consistent in terms of like what the teams are. But then you have games last night, like the Raiders just all of a sudden being good for a game. So
Josh Jacobs, 150 yards. Okay, bro. Okay, now are you good? Now you're awake. Everybody's up. Now we're moving.
Exactly. And that's what I've expected from him. Like Josh Jacobs has always been a good running back. Always.
And so solid.
I've just really expected more from him. And that's the type of game I expect to see from him every single week. Yeah, I don't know. Absolutely. They had a lot of hype though. Getting Devontae Adams, you would just expect them to be so much better. So how
about him? Devontae Adams getting fined. He's going to be in trouble for pushing the cameraman at the end.
Mind?
Is that what happened? I kind of like skimmed over this. I didn't get the whole story.
He's about to walk in the tunnel off the field, end of the game or whatever. You could obviously he's frustrated. I mean, he lost by a point. They put up a hell of a game. He had like 3 catches, 2 touchdowns, and 100 bajillion yards. He had a good game. Josh Jacobs had a good game.
Yeah.
And then I guess the cameraman was there, and he just didn't want to be there. He didn't want him to be there, so he moved him, and he just kind of pushed him out of the way. And the guy went, "Oh my God!" and fell down.
Would you? I would absolutely.
I'd still be down.
With the bank account that they have, push me. I'm going like my neck hurts, my back hurts. I broke a finger, a toe. Like
I'm emotionally I am unstable right now. I have PTSD.
Right. PTSD.
I know all the memes out right now on Twitter about this are hilarious, but it's also like it's also not funny in a sense where it's like you're a professional athlete, you're getting paid millions and millions of dollars. This person's doing their job,
and he lost his temper.
Fraction of this, and they're supposed to be there, and I guess he like ran in front of him, but that's his job. Like he's supposed to be there. These guys are used to cameras in their faces, and it's not like they got blown out. Like the frustration almost wasn't warranted to me. Like I get you're frustrated because now you're 1-5, but like you didn't get blown out by the Chiefs. If anything, this was like a positive takeaway from this game, being like, okay, we finally might have something rolling against a potential like Super Bowl contender again this year. So I don't know. I have a lot of respect for people. And I mean, I'm in the working media as well. And like, these people are working really hard. And then, no, we don't want to be in front of you either in your face all the time. But like, that's what I'm getting paid to do. And mind you, like I said, a fraction of what you're getting paid. So suck it up for like 5 minutes.
Oh, I'd still be on the ground. I'd still be waiting for the ambulance. I would still be there. My neck, my back, my neck and my back. Yeah. For real, I'd be like, call Saul. Somebody better call Saul.
Better call Saul. Yeah,
I'd call Saul. I'm not moving.
You're a free beer. Now we're talking.
Yeah.
I wonder, like, could you just get like, if you go with the NFL and you're like, I need $1 million, they're like, we're gonna go into litigation. But if you're like, I'll take a year of free beer, if they're like, all right, that sounds good.
Right.
Yeah. There you go.
Did you guys see the
hot dogs?
Yeah.
Was it the kid or the guy that caught Aaron Judge's 60-second home run and the ball and all that? And they were talking on Cofield and Company. I was listening to him the other day. Our friend out here, Steve Cofield on ESPN Radio. He's talking and he's like, why wouldn't you ask for like season tickets forever?
Yeah.
Why
Like,
wouldn't
I
they
mean,
just offer them to you?
right? Like,
Well,
why
don't
wouldn't
need
you be
season
like?
tickets, you're media. You get paid to be there.
No, but I'm talking about like this guy, like the guy for the home run ball or somebody else.
That's
You know,
right, Aaron Judge.
Especially because how much those tickets are worth. Like even if you had season tickets forever, you could sell them and make bank.
right?
Yeah.
And like then you have games to go to. Like if this was the Pirates, I'd be like, do not give me season tickets for a year. I want all the money that you're hoarding and not paying our players. So
right.
Like
Right.
Also, I'll take O'Neal Cruz. Throw him into the deal. He get in the back seat, O'Neal. Let's go.
I'd also say I want like playoff
Let's
tickets.
go.
Like I would be easily like I want playoff tickets anytime the Yankees are in the playoffs because you know that they're in solid contention for the World Series every year.
Right. Beer for a year. Boom. I love it. Feels like
I'm all about it.
I want seats and I want food voucher. I want seats.
If I had free
I want
beer
a
for a
box.
year, I might not have any reason to work.
Yeah, I want a box. I want a suite. I want a suite.
Right.
Forever.
That's what you should do. I'd leverage that. I'd be like, I want a box.
Right.
I'm not a Baker fan. You shut your dirty mouth. I'm not.
You shut your dirty mouth.
Dirty mouth?
Carolina's not even a Baker fan right now.
Yeah. Who frick's a Baker?
Carolina's not even a Carolina fan right now.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, okay?
Carolina's not even sure where their head coach is going.
Somewhere right now, PETA is petitioning to get the Panthers removed from the Carolina name.
Yeah.
Just so
that's a good
they don't want to be associated with them.
Christian McCaffrey. Then everybody's like, we claim him. We claim him.
Yeah, right.
This is Hannah's pick. She likes Yanks on the run line. I'm using it too.
I hear Christian McCaffrey, CMC running machine, is going to Buffalo. That's the rumor on the street.
Really?
That's not even fair. That's not
scary,
fair.
is what that is. That's like the
That's
dog.
not even fair.
Not even fair. It's really not.
Not even fair.
Like it's kind of they're just gonna add in every veteran piece at every place.
That's like building a super team. It's a super team.
It's like what the Yankees do.
What happens when they go to the Super Bowl and lose? Buffalo fans, hey, dear Buffalo fans, remember when you all talk shit about Lions and you're always like, man, Lions, no shit. We at least know we suck. We don't have to go to 4 Super Bowls in a row, 4 years in a row to find out we suck. We just don't go. We already know.
We just don't
I know I'm not wasting the gas. You see gas prices? I'm not wasting gas prices. Screw all that. I just won't go.
There you go.
Have you looked at any hockey, Lenny?
Yeah, I'm on the Knights.
Hockey because of the total.
I have not looked at hockey yet because I'm still in disbelief that we're already in hockey season.
I took my last Woody standing pick is the BGK Knights.
Woo! Against the LA Kings.
I'm gonna take them. I'm gonna take them on the money line. I wanted to take Philly on the run line, but I forgot that game was the first game.
Yeah, it was super early. It's 2-1.
I forgot how early that played out. They were playing that.
And I already am on the Guardians money line, the Mariners. Guardians and I'm on the Guardians run line and the Mariners run line, if I could talk. So I didn't want to take those as a bet.
I have Guardians, Mariners, and Padres run line.
It's absolutely fair. Yeah, speaking from true Buffalo fan.
Boy, I love losing Super Bowls. Yep, that's what Bills stands for. Boy, I love losing Super Bowls. That's just it.
Bills and Chiefs. It's Bills Chiefs week.
Ooh, yeah, Josh is going. My guy is going to that game. He flies out on Friday.
Oh, yeah? In Kansas City?
In Kansas City, yep.
My
it was weird. He was like,
I so loud last night
on Friday. I'm like, oh, you leave for Missouri? I used to live there. Why are you going to Missouri? And he's like, the Kansas City Bills game. I'm like, don't say Missouri. Like, it's Kansas City. You're going to Kansas City. Then I know what you're talking about.
Hey, nobody goes to Missouri, by the way. You go to
Ozarks. I don't know. Ozarks.
Well, yeah.
Super Bowl win after tragic killing of all those people in the supermarket. Did that happen? I mean, Vegas.
Yeah, but that was like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Like you need a more recent tragedy.
It's sad that there's tragedies like that everywhere right now, though. So
yeah, Vegas just had 8 people stabbed.
8 people just got stabbed. On the strip.
That was just a crazy. I didn't even hear the story till I heard the story that this guy has a kitchen knife and he's taking pictures with the showgirls and just whacks her ass like right in the stabs her in the heart and just starts
killed her.
At other people, like
he stabbed 8 people,
why we
killed
don't go to
2.
The strip?
Yeah, people always like, oh, you live so close to the strip. Isn't it fun? You go down there all the time. I'm like, I don't go down there. I'm I'm like, I go down there for like Craig Trapp's in town. I'm going down there at night. Craig Trapp's not in town. I try my damnedest to go around that thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't want nothing to do.
DI.
Yeah.
DI is Desert Inn. It's the way that you get past the strip without having to
It's like the underground, backwards, backyard.
Crazy stuff. But
yeah.
in terms of him going to Kansas City, that place was so loud last night that Lisa Salters was giving an update on an injury report during the game, and you could not hear a word she was saying. Like with the microphone to her mouth, with audio being able to adjust her probably through the truck, and you still couldn't hear her. It was insane.
That's what it's all about. Thursday night football is going to be so boring. Who do we have this week?
Oh my God.
NFL.
Commanders and the Bears.
Yeah, you're right. It's gonna be boring.
I'm gonna go under.
It's gonna be so shitty. It's not even funny. Like it's not. It's so bad.
Pick the under.
Yeah, and it's like at 38.5 or some shit. Take it.
Take it.
Under.
That's funny.
If ever there was a primetime under, I feel like that one's got it written all over it. Okay, so we've only got a couple of minutes left. If you guys haven't got your last Woody standing picks in, do it. Put those in if you're still in from yesterday, or if you're missing the live show, just put them into the comments of this video. Drop them right in. We'll find them. Trust us. We've done this before. Also, if you're here, do us a solid and like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and don't forget about FanDuel and the no sweat first bet, right? $1,000. All you got to do, find the description of this video, click on it. In there, you're going to find a link. Click on that too. It's going to take you right here, and then you get up to $1,000 in a no sweat first bet from FanDuel. That's what it's all about. If you're over at picksandparlays.net,
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at Tate.
Tate, are you interrupting my freaking thing right now, Tate?
He is. He would like to send you his resume to correct your spelling. The grammar police would like to.
Taking off. Yes, thank you for joining us today, Hannah. You have a great day, Allie. I will send you my resume. Thank you, Tate. Yeah, you were on special request. I asked them yesterday. I said, if there's any capper on the site that you guys want to have on the show, let me know. And Bill McDonald was like, bring Hannah in. I'm like, cool, I'll do it.
Thanks,
so
Bill.
I did. What's up?
Good job, Bill. Bill from Ohio, who's really in Delaware.
No, that's Ohio Bob.
Oh, Ohio Bob.
Bob's in Delaware. Yeah.
That was so Bill McDonald is right.
Bill McDonald had a pick.
Yeah,
and he picked Hannah Mears.
He picked Hannah Mears. Yep.
You have a good singing voice.
Sorry. I also have a voice for Wilson Alejo. And whenever I see him, I just say, hi, Wilson Alejo. I don't know why, but it's part of their show. Your pick is the LA Kings on the money line over VGK. The line is moving in the way of the Kings. That's actually the way the line's going. But that doesn't mean anything. F that line. Watch, it scores 86
That game scores 86 points on Thursday night. Then I will quit betting.
I retire. Yeah, I retire. I'm good. I've done all I can do here, people.
Right? I have no response for it anymore. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me, guys.
No problem. It's a pleasure as always. You want to subscribe to Hannah's YouTube? Do you have your own YouTube channel?
I do have my own YouTube channel, actually. I post all my content on there, and we're in the works of having my own show coming up eventually. So
yay, perfect. We love it.
Yeah, there's a lot of good content on there. Head over to my YouTube channel. You'll love it. You can see
what is your YouTube channel? Is it just Hannah Mears?
Yeah, if you just search my name, you can find my YouTube channel. Okay, so Hannah Mears, you can find my YouTube channel. All my videos are up there. Things that I do in my multiple jobs throughout the week. So have fun.
There you go. Hannah Mears at @HannMears_. So check her out on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, on all the things. Okay. On all the things. And especially here at Picks and Parlays. Okay. So like, subscribe, ring the hot damn bell for notifications. It's like super easy. Your phone is literally going to be like, hey, there's free picks in here. Hey, there's free. Don't you want? Yeah, I want free picks. Thanks for reminding me, phone. That's what happens when you ring the bell for notifications. Super easy.
Alrighty then.
Please come back. Yes.
All right.
What's your best bet today, Hannah? You took Yankees run line, right?
I did take the Yankees run line. Yep. I took Fried over 4.5 strikeouts too. I don't really know how that one's faring right now, but
I did have that.
He has
into that.
1.
2-1
yes,
top of the
nice. Everybody take my picks because clearly it's going really well.
Because everything's going.
It's only the top of the third, though. I mean,
yeah, it's early.
Yeah, you got time.
He strikes out the side, you're right back in this thing. But Philly does have second and third, one man out.
Lovely.
Let's
You know,
go,
you just love to
Phillies.
see it. It sounds like it's a great day for me. So
Good luck.
Yay!
on that note, it's time for a cocktail. Yeah.
All right. It is our time, guys. Head over to see Scott Reichel right now. Don't forget at 3:00, we've got the Power Hour for you. At 5 p.m. Eastern, it's Game Time Decision with Lenny and the Twins. Don't forget, like, subscribe, ring the bell, not only for us, but for Hannah, for Max Wagers Network, for all of it. Just get that little finger
Do
out.
it for the children.
Do it for the children. Okay?
They are the
I
future.
believe the children are the future.
I believe that as well.
Yeah.
Not mine.
Mac Morley on Deep Thoughts, he was like, I believe we should save the world for our children, but not for our children's children, because I don't think children should be having sex.
No, fair. I don't
Makes
either.
sense. Makes sense.
I
That was
mean-
Deep Thoughts by Jack Handy. All right, guys, that's it for us today. Thank you, Hannah, for coming on the show. We look forward to seeing you again really soon. Good luck, everybody. Unless you're against Lenny.
This is a true story.